Welcome to the Iron Horse Route, home of the Denver and Rio Grande Western. This is Brian. I'm glad you're here, and if you're not already a subscriber, I want to encourage you to subscribe, because when you're a subscriber here, you get access to a lot of great model railroad video uploads. And so now that you're subscribed, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video upload, which is coming up right now.
Let's get ready to
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? I am back to do the work that didn't get finished yesterday. That is, I got a close up on the printers over here, and I'm going to be changing the cooling fans, the heat brake, and the pneumatic couplers. So we're going to work on that today, and it shouldn't take real long. I'm going to spin this around. Here. Here. And I need to change this. All right. There we go. Comments. Hey, Dave, BNSF, and John. Good to see y'all. I just got on the chat. Good morning to you. I am getting ready to do some maintenance on the ender. And what I got is I've got let's see if we can show it. Here. It's not good. How do I do just him? Let's see here. I guess we could do that like that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. How do I make... Let's see. Guess that's all right, but that's really not what I wanted to do. I want to feature the other one. How do I do that? Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. So I should be out of the picture this way. And so what I've got is guess I'll go back. Which one am I on? Solo here. So what I did is I took this and I put it under the table, halfway under the table. It fits perfect. And that way, when I drop the little screws, hopefully they'll fall there, and that'll reduce the amount of profanity. Let's see. So what I really want to do... We'll try that for a minute. I want to show some things. All right, so as I did mention yesterday, we're going to be changing cooling fans today here, because I've been getting filament stuck in here after about 45 minutes. And what that means is that the heat brake's bad, the pneumatic coupler's bad, or the cooling fans are bad. So I'm going to change all of them. Uh-oh. And I have the temp here to 205. I got new ones of these. These can get kind of bored out and worn out. I got new ones here. But right now, my wrenches aren't in here, and they should be. That's for the nozzle, though. It's this one. So I heated it up. I'm gonna unscrew this so I can pull the stuck filament out, and then basically I'm gonna disassemble this whole thing because I'm putting in a new very inside piece. Now the fans are a pain because you have to go into the motherboard to unplug the old ones and plug the new ones in, and I don't like doing that, but you don't have a choice. All right, here we go. Poke through. Let's see if we can. Yeah, let's get that out of there. Get this old filament out. And I think we probably got most of the gook out. I am going to try to make sure, though, because if it's hot now, and the more I can get out now, the easier it is to clean. There is no specific tool for this. Or there might be, but I don't own one. Feels good in there. So, all right. This is, I mean, normally this is a really good printer. It's just time for some maintenance. All right. So, what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to take and move all these pieces over so I can put all the pieces I take apart today in here and won't get any confusion as to what belongs where, because that can happen. And so what I'll do is I'll place everything I take apart in this little drawer right here. See if I can get my glasses on and see the chat. All right. So it's not big enough, or I don't know what else doing that. Caught it. Thank goodness. All right. This one's I dropped the screw. All right. That fan right there looks like it sure is blowing good. This one, however, is not. All right. Okay, go here. All right, so you got the nozzle. That's the hot. Shoot, I can't remember what this is called. The hot end and the heat break is right in here. I mean, I got to basically take all this apart so I can get the heat break out of this and replace it. So nozzle's coming off now. That's hot. Nozzle off. And now I want to, can I raise it myself? Let's see if we still can. Prepare. What you need, Gracie? You want to go outside? Be right back. You need to go outside? All right. No barking. No barking. All right. That sounds cool, though, Dave. I love RC stuff. All right. Now, I might need the smaller ones, but I'm. All right. Let's go here, here. Uh-oh. Here. All right. This is hot. I'm going to go ahead and I might be able to turn it down now. I don't know. Because I've got to take this apart from this. All right. This is going to be hot, hot stuff. Wish I could remember what this is called. It's bothering me. Now I didn't get a new one of these, so I hope that this wasn't causing the problem. I don't think it was, but whew. All right, I'm gonna let it cool a second before I take the last one off. And so what I can do is change this. I say I can. See, this is stuck. All right, I got it moving. Now, what's hard is to get it back out over that. So I don't want to cut the Bowden tube quite that far, really. I guess I can, though. So you need to use these when you're cutting this because it is supposed to be perfectly straight. Now, this end has had a lot of melted filament in it, and so it's best to get that off of there anyway. But you gotta, the more and more you cut this, then you got to get a new one once you cut it too short. Once it gets short, they're not real expensive, but it's a pain to order. All right, so now let's do this. Still can't quite touch it. Now what we'll do is take that one off. We're gonna put a new one on. And we have some new clips as well. And what we're waiting to do now is replace this heat break in here. All right, can almost touch it. Can I? See, this thing is not supposed to get hot at all. And so, and I can barely hold it. So I'm pretty sure that there's my problem. Screw that out. All our heat's here. Now, what is this? You just have the screws here. Oh, that's it. Got a little piece here holding it tight that I did not remove yet. I have set down a wrench. There it is. I don't like setting down wrenches. All right, so here we go. Now I can loosen this one. And that's going to let my heat break come out. Say it is. Definitely should. Now, the only reason I would think it won't come out now is that it's not hot. Any suggestions? What am I missing? I really thought that was going to come on out, but it has been in there a while. And I've taken it out before. How did I do that? Hmm. I might have to Google this. I can't remember how I got this out last time. It had to have been hot. But that doesn't make any sense. All right. How to remove the heat break. Says I can unscrew it. But I don't see that. Says to heat it up.
Allow you to print hotter will make your PTFE last a lot longer. It may even give you better prints. We'll explain it all. Today's Filament Friday. Filament Friday is brought to you by the generous donations of these patrons. Just about any Reality 3D printer or Reality clone, if you go to the temperature setting for the hot end, it's going to max out at 260.
Put Brian on the TV now. I can see. Hey, John.
Hey, Brian.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
You got any idea how I remove this? The heat break. I'm watching Chef right now. I've pulled this heat break
No,
out of this hot end before, but
I've
ahead.
never taken it out, taken it apart, so I don't know.
Well, what I'm going to do is screw it back in a little bit and see if I can pull it out that way. Oh, I turned the heat off.
Hey, Dave, good to see you, man.
I'm glad you came in, John. I was getting where I was wanting to give up. Not give up, but
I had a few things I had to take care of first.
all right, no problem. So what I'm hoping is I'm going to screw this back into here and then see if I can pull it out the other way.
Oh, that makes sense.
Once we get it hot, I'm going to see if I can pull this up. And so what I'll do is I'm going to get the trusty pliers that I had a minute ago, if I can find them. Fortunately, I have more. Now, what I'm hoping is that I can move this out, which it looks like it's happening. Wait, nope, I unscrewed it. Uh-oh.
It would probably be helpful to make the close-up camera large and
If I
you and
could
me.
figure out how to do it, I would. Got it.
Okay.
Boom. All right. So now what I need to do is unscrew this. And so, uh-oh. I'm dropping stuff. But that's good now. I mean, that's out. I just have to unscrew this now.
Dave said, "Don't burn your fingers."
Yeah. They get kind of numb. And so what we're thinking is that this guy's bad. So, and John, I do want to make the I do know how to make it the close up big now. I did need to show some things, but hold on, let's see. We can do that. We can go here. There you go.
Yeah,
And
that's
let's
better.
pull it up. All right. Here. All right, so now I'll take a new one. And I might need to go ahead and just do it back the same way I took it out. I'll go back to 180. And so this is titanium. I don't know if that's going to make it a lot better or not, but
Probably made it more expensive. What was it? The other one?
I don't know. It was the stock one, whatever that means.
Okay.
That almost looks like that's sticking out too far. Oh, you know what? I need a nozzle in there so I don't stick it in there too far. Make sure this says 0.4.
Dave said it was likely stainless. Yeah, that could be.
Say again. Stainless.
Dave said
likely, yeah.
the other one. Yeah, likely stainless.
So let's unscrew this out further for now. And let's take this here, this here, and I think we're tightening. So we want the nozzle all the way in. Then we can come here and put the heat break as far as it'll go, and so they'll match up together. I think I did that right. Yeah, I believe so. And then that guy goes right there like that.
Dave
And
wants
that
to
is
know if
hot.
this is the hot tip of the day.
Well, we got her done at least partially. I probably need to keep it hot to put those screws in too. I hate that's like that, but I guess that's necessary. All right, these go. Somebody texted me. I need to see. My kid's not here. I guess I can turn Shep off now. All right, let's turn Shep off. I like Shep though.
Oh yeah, he's got some good information.
So I put um an ad on superprof, John, for video editing with DaVinci Resolve.
Oh really?
Um,
Cool.
if anybody's wanting to learn DaVinci Resolve, I put on there that I'd show them how to do that. Because, I mean, up to, if you got beginner, novice, amateur, or whatever, I'm up to amateur level. I didn't put on there that I can teach them, how to do fusion and stuff like that. Or parts of it I did,
Right.
but not, I'm not real good with.
Now, fusion takes a
So,
little bit of work to get to.
yeah, Grandpa Rails did a recommendation for me, and I only need one more.
I,
And if you're watching the replay, the second link in the description, you can give me a recommendation if you're familiar with my work. And if I get one more, I become a super tutor, and my exposure is supposed to be increased ×4. The problem is when I went from new to whatever the step is I'm in now, it's supposed to do it by 2, and I didn't see any change. So I didn't see any change there. Oh, I need these dirty ones first. Um, yeah, when this printer started acting up, I was not a happy camper because this thing is good to me normally, and when the others are not
which one is that?
dependable. This little printer right here, the green one,
Which printer is that?
it's an Ender 3 or
Yeah.
oh shoot, I just
Okay.
dropped it. All right, hold on. Gonna have to find that. My favorite probably though is that Prusa. I have a. There we go. I got it. All right. If anybody's looking to buy one, ouch. I need this in the front. It's the front though. Okay, so this is gonna be here and here and there and there. Yes. All right. This. Yeah, having to work on this stuff hot is really a drag. So I guess it's over there like that.
Having what's that?
I said having to work on this stuff hot is really a drag.
Oh, sure.
Now this thing's not supposed to get hot at all, but it kind of feels a little warm. I don't understand that. And that's not cooperating.
Well, maybe because you're having problems with the other heat break.
What now?
Dave says you need your of gloves.
Yeah, and I have some, but they're just so big and bulky that it's really hard to work on the printer with them.
Oh yeah. Detailed work like that and gloves just don't get along.
Why is that not going in there? That is supposed to be the right size heat break for this model. Here it is. And it's not real hot. It's just warm. I can actually, you see, I can hold it. So now this I cannot touch up here though. Could it be that I have the nozzle too far in? I guess.
I guess it could be.
Because it's not catching. The screws aren't catching.
Ah,
So what did I do with that? This is my weakness by far. Losing tools in the middle of the project.
you're not allowed.
Oh. Here. That's not that one. Here it is. Laying right by it. All right. Here. All right. There we go. Now let's make sure we do this right. Lost the tool again. Jeez. Oh, I put it back where it goes. Duh. There we go.
Hey, there's Lee from Enfield Road Layout in the Loft.
Hey, Lee. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, this is better. And I guess it is working because I don't think I was able to hold this when I took it apart.
Right.
It's like this is almost stripped. I wonder if I have a different. Better. The one of these came with these little knobbies on the end, and they work better than the straight one for some reason.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like those.
All right. That's on. Now I need to tighten my nozzle back down.
Dave
guess
has
I
a
can do
set
that.
of. Dave's got a set of Allen wrenches with T handles on them. He says he loves them.
Oh wow, yeah, that does sound. Yeah, you could spin that easy. That sounds cool. I don't know what that's
Yeah, I think I'm
for.
gonna have to look for a set of them.
Yeah, maintenance on these things are a pain. All right.
A lot less maintenance
So,
on a resin printer.
yeah, I would think so, which would be nice. How do we have these? I can't recall. Oh, yeah, I guess they go in right there.
Dave said his is an old Craftsman set, but he's seen other brands.
What's that other one? All right. The heat brake has been replaced. The nozzle has been replaced. The pneumatic coupler has been replaced. Now, we need to change that fan, which I don't want to do. And I just don't want to do it because I got to open up the whole motherboard to do it. So I hold this when I'm tightening my nozzle to make sure I don't twist this.
That's a good idea.
All right. This could go back on here, really. Get it out of the way. And so what we're going to do now is take this fan off right here. And I think I can go ahead and shut the power down. The problem is when I shut the power down, this light's going to go off.
Oh,
That shows everything.
right.
So this could be a better job for off camera anyway, to be honest. But
Hey, there's
But-
Mike McCarville. Good to see you, Mike.
Hey, Mike, good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping in. It's been a minute since I've seen you, but I hadn't been around a lot. I've been busy. Summer though. Oh, I got to put that back in too. There's a small piece that holds the heat break tight. All right. Go ahead and release this at least. This ain't hot. That one might be too big. Maybe I did need this one. This was kind of huffing and puffing, and then when I was changing or cleaning out the nozzle one day, because it keeps, what in the world? Huh. Didn't have screws in there. I wonder if that's supposed to be like that. You got to take this apart in a minute. Okay, this fan is loose now. The problem is it's fed through this black thing, which means it's time to open up the inside, find the one that goes with it, and unplug it and pull it out through. And this can be problematic at best.
I can imagine.
What now?
I can imagine.
Well, you monkeying with a bunch of stuff I don't like to be monkeying with. I don't have that screw in there. I don't understand. I don't remember taking this thing apart, but I guess I was the one that put it together. So so hopefully we're looking for yellow and blue, and hopefully it's not hard to find and unplug and clip and pull out. We'll just have to see. Here are the brains. Now, I don't know if this fan's working right here or not. It wouldn't be on right now, I guess. And so now is where you either, well, I think I see it though. It's glued in. I hate it when they do that. So let's get this one over here. This clip here, blue and yellow, and I don't see any other blue and yellow, John. So I guess I'm safe. I
hope so.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, I could plug it back in.
Yeah.
All right. Loose. This thing's valuable down here. All right. So I'm gonna kind of
Dave says TSG finally put up another N scale Friday.
Oh yeah. That's TSG Multimedia.
Yeah.
Oh, there are two of them. Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause I didn't see it going in this one. All right. Thing is, though, how you get it out now?
Oh, nice, Dave. It's an what TSG put up was an Atlas 4750 thrall covered hopper.
Oh. So they did a review on it?
Yeah, that's what he usually does.
Yeah, I used to watch those guys before I even found any of y'all. That was like the first guys I came across.
Oh, yeah.
Guess I can do this. Hope so. All right, let's do this.
Why not just cut off the fan?
Well, but I've still got to get the cord through. I mean, I hate to leave the cord just sitting there.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I can clip that, but now I was just trying to pull this through. Maybe I could pull it through the other way easier. Not really. And I guess I could just cut it, but like I said, I hate leaving the wires just there like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think taking this apart's going to help me any in doing all this.
You're not going to be able to get the new one back through that sleeve.
Oh, no. I know. I don't even try. I guess I could almost even cut this thing off because I don't think there's much in it anymore.
Yeah, if the only thing running through there is that fan you're replacing, just take the sleeve and everything out.
I'm not sure if there's another thing in there or not, but yeah, there is another fan. The other fan runs through there too, but I can replace it. I have the replacement for it. I just don't know if it's needed.
Dave said it has plastic wheels and truck mounted couplers. And he would put another $10 into the price.
We haven't started using plastic wheels, have we? Or is that just...
They were no doubt saving money.
Can I pull this up anywhere? Well, shoot.
Dave says the Atlas low end still does that. Not a train man car though.
Got it. Boom. All right. Now, let's see here. And I guess I should try to feed this through if I can. Really not pleasant stuff. Dang it.
No, it isn't. Dave says the MSRP is $25.
Okay, that kind of explains the plastic wheel.
Yeah.
So how am I going to get this thing through there? I don't know that I can, but I really, really need to. So I guess that's why it has a clip here, maybe, to help me get it through. You know, if I was smart, I would have taken a picture of where that clip goes. Now, I do happen to remember.
Dave says it looks like you should disassemble the whole thing to replace the fan unless you cut and splice.
Yep, pretty much. Now, here it is. We'll run it up with this stuff here. Guess I should make sure it works before I do all this, but I don't know if it's supposed to be on yet. I can't start a print. All right.
No, Dave, the blue tube is the Bowden tube. That's what feeds the filament down into the nozzle.
Yep. And if it gets stuff in it, you have nightmare.
Yep.
All right. Here. Now I'm going to set this back. Here for now. Let's get that back in there. All right. Let's see how the other one is. It's over there to the right and up. So like this. Wait. But if this is like this, yeah. Like that. All right.
Dave says, and he thought that little RC pickup was a pain.
Yeah. I imagine it did have its challenges.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. There. And here to here. Acted like it did right. All right. Am I going to change the other fan? I don't think so because that thing's rolling.
All right, Lee. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming in. These are hard to get on. I don't know why, but they are. All right.
Oh, I can imagine, Dave, you were probably putting a lot of stuff in backwards. That's that size.
What was the size?
Well, he said he tried to put a couple of the suspension parts in backwards, but found out it didn't work that way.
Oh, that was on purpose?
So I think it's and probably not. I think it's a 1/5 scale.
Oh.
Is that what he said?
Well, that's not supposed to be in there either, so shoot.
Yeah, 1/5 scale. A hex mod model.
That would be cool. Working a bigger scale like that.
Yeah. But he upgraded it to 4-wheel drive. So
Oh.
I'm sure there was a lot of suspension modifications. Oh, not the 1/5. This one was much smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1/5 seems pretty large.
Yeah.
All right, where is that guy now? Oh, that's where that goes. I just figured that out. Okay, I was missing. There was a screw, a lone screw, and I didn't know where it was coming from, but I figured it out. All right. Make sure this thing goes all the way to the bottom. And it's flat. I wish I had a better tool for this. Hmm.
Dave says that they give you all the parts and he doesn't know why they don't just make it 4-wheel drive from the factory.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I guess maybe enthusiasts would want to do it, but that's the only thing I could
Well,
think.
that's what he said. Just to give you a sense of accomplishment when it finally gets done. There you go, Dave. Now you can say you did it.
Hmm. I am scared that that thing's not down all the way. I got a little thing on the tube that's keeping it from going exactly where I wanted, a little notch on the tube here. So what I do sometime, I'll take it, make sure I kind of feather it out. Because I don't want to cut the tube again. But you want this all the way down. There we go. I got it.
Dave suggests an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, I have one over there too. I just didn't want to walk over and get it. And it's like about 6 feet. All right. There. We got keep that bad boy from moving. All right. Now I need to do a little bit of this. already because the test won't even work. I was using these little straps, but they would slide, and that's not good.
Straps to what? Hold the wires together.
Yeah, I had these little Velcro straps,
Oh yeah.
but they slide on the wiring, and so it lets it move too much for my taste.
Oh yeah. Need some little zip ties.
Yeah, well, you just gotta. I need a bag of them though, because you got to cut them
Yeah, true.
when you change. Anytime you change anything,
Right.
to include if you get the Bowden tube clogged up, and you got to pull the Bowden tube out to
Right.
clean it. There, and then we'll get some of these here.
Dave agrees with you. Twist ties are very handy.
They're everywhere too. They come off and on.
Yep.
And sometimes simple stuff is better. All right, let's.
True.
It looks right, John. I don't know, John and Dave. I don't know if it's going to work, but it looks right. I need to put this back on. I hate to do it too early, but I don't want to forget about it. Although I shouldn't forget about it. Got the.
Did you 3D print that van hood or did it come with it?
Oh yeah, all this green stuff was 3D printed.
Okay.
The drawer and everything. The drawer is something else. I didn't know what I was getting into when I printed these drawers. You got to take the dang deck off to fit it in there. It fits so perfect. I mean, it's great, but
Oh really?
yeah, you got to pull the deck off, right? And flip some screws because it fits so tight in there and perfect that you can't have the bolts pointing down. They got to be flipped up. And so you got to go in, and I had no idea I was going to have to do all that when I printed them. But once I had printed them, all right. So where are we at now? Is pretty far.
Dave says you need a filter in that fan cover.
Oh, what now?
A filter in that fan cover.
Oh, why is that?
It's actually a really good. That's a really good idea.
So what are you talking about? I don't understand.
The green. Yeah, there you go.
Should do what to it now?
Put a filter in it.
What's that?
Is that intake or out?
Out. Pushes it out.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, there's a fan right under here, and instead of
Right.
it blowing up and hitting the deck, because the deck's here, printing.
Right.
Instead of the fan blowing up and then back down, this just shoots it out this way.
Right. Well,
All right.
Dave Dave was thinking input too.
So what I'll do is I'll put in some filament that I'm used to working with. And I'm hoping I can run that Z-scale diner on this one, because that's not a very good quality.
Right.
And I'm not sure exactly what I don't know if it's this new filament. I mean, I could end up sending the filament, the other one, back. The Prusa and stuff at work will definitely use the eSun. Those are just not finicky at all.
Okay.
The quality, print quality might not be as good if it's not as, if it prints good on this ender, it's going to print great on the Prusa and stuff. But
Right. Dave's got his fingers crossed.
We'll see. Thing is, we'll have to do an update because this thing was printing fine till 45 minutes. So to the real test will come, further in the print.
Right.
Man, I tell you what. I got new dual gear extruder on that other one, and I'm afraid that the print quality might not be good because I'm not familiar with using that, and I don't know how tight things should be, and I haven't tested it like these single gears, and it's got some extra places to tighten things. Man, I'm having trouble here.
Dave asks if you recommend Prusa.
Yes, Prusa.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to get a printer, one printer, and they want everything that's necessary, everything that's important to have and keep you interested and happy and not fighting and all that stuff, is the MK3i3 from Prusa. It's about $600 or $700. It's got auto bed leveling, direct drive, so it has no Bowden tube. The filament comes straight down from here straight into the hole, right? You don't have the tube. So you don't have the tube to cause problems.
Right.
And so it goes straight down in there. Now, what's cool about that is when you have the direct drive, to load it, you just set it in there and it sucks it in for you.
Oh, nice.
And to unload it, you hit a button and it pops it out for you. So you don't have any. Oh, yeah. And then it has an auto bed level on it. And so what happens is, if it's got a filament detector on it, so if your filament runs out, it's going to pause the print. If the print fouls and the auto bed level little probe feels that the print's coming up, it'll stop it.
Oh, real nice.
Yeah. And I mean, so like I said, you're looking at $600 or $700. And it's not incredible with fine details, but it's just as good as this one.
Okay.
If not better. But it's a very user-friendly model. Now, to do what I just did here, though, is much more difficult.
Okay.
To actually go in and change stuff, because you've got a direct drive extruder. And so you've got a much bigger, much more powerful extruder with a lot more bells and whistles and a lot more screws and a lot more things to not remember how to put back together right and all that stuff.
Right.
So, all right, we get it in there. So what I will do is I'm going to go to temperature and I'm going to jack it up to 205, which isn't that high, but I'll push the filament through. And what I'm going to do is switch my SD cards, because I've got that new Z-scale diner on this other one. That's kind of what's a pain. Now, Prusa doesn't have the cloud drive, but that basically you have to have a computer in your printer to have a cloud drive where you can use your phone and watch the camera with your phone and control it with your phone, and you just send the prints straight from the PC Bluetooth to the printer
Right.
with the raised 3D, and man, that's really nice to not have to have SD cards, because like every time I update the diner, I have to do it in Tinkercad, and then I got to come do it in every scale. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now I should probably. Give that a wipe. Just hasn't been done in a while. And I'll get a.
Is that a glass bed?
Yes. They're only about $25, and they're invaluable. Um, I do now. Prusa has a magnetic bed that's flexible,
Right.
and so you pull it off, and you just like the raft I have on my models. You just pull the whole bed off every time with the Prusa, and then just flex it, and it pops off.
Okay.
So the magnetic ones are pretty nice. Um, those softer whatever, I don't know what the material is, but those other ones that are flexible, that come with like the ender and stuff, they're fine. But when I was new, I didn't know what to do, and I gashed them all up getting prints off. So I got glass ones to dummy proof it, or somewhat dummy proof it. Now I didn't even think about leveling this bed after I did all that. And I don't really have time because I'm fixing to have to go. I just want to see if the print starts. Another thing, I want to see if the fan starts. Uh-uh. There we go. We might be all right now. Let's see. I'm going to tune and baby step Z, and that way, if it is off level a little bit, I can adjust it on the fly. I don't put the filament in a hot extruder and then leave it sit because I'm scared it melts and leaves a puddle. So I just pushed it back in because I didn't want it in there till it was hot.
Right.
I believe that's spinning.
Cool.
And y'all able to see the print
Yep.
a little bit?
Yep.
I don't want to jinx this thing. It could stop in 45 minutes and stop printing, but man, this thing is a good printer. I don't know if I just put it together a lot better because it was the second one I put together. But if the other one acted just like this one, I would recommend them a whole lot better. But now this is the Hatchbox Pro Plus filament too, and so I'm wondering if it wasn't really the filament that was giving me the problems. I wonder if it was because of the printer.
Could have been.
And I mean, I wasted about $60 on the eSun. If so, I mean, I can still use it, but this is looking very clean.
Yeah, it's looking real good from here.
The other one's not printing that way. The other printer. And so that's probably a project for another day on here is I'll have to go on there and do some troubleshooting. What I'll do is I'll compare the two prints because see, I got now it's a little bit different color, but which one of these did I do first? Now, one thing though that I did notice is check this out. I don't know, can you see? The word diner really doesn't look bad. I usually don't use these printers for the signs, but that word diner is pretty legible. So I'm kind of curious why like the doors came out so poorly. And but this is, I mean, this is Z scale, so if you can read diner, I'm usually happy. But I can't figure out why I can read diner, but the remainder of the print was so crappy.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, that's a work for another day. I am about to go eat lunch with AJ, and then we're gonna come back and play. So I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I appreciate you, John. Dave, thanks for sticking in with me. If you, Dave, if you feel like it and have time, look down there on the second link, and it's called superprof. The top one is an ad trying to sell you my services, which you don't need to buy my services. But the second one down there is a recommendation. It's just to other people that are wanting to learn how to 3D print. It's just a recommendation to you about what you know about what I am able to do on a 3D printer. And so you don't have to have been a tutoring student or anything to leave me a recommendation. And so if you've got time to do that, I would appreciate it. You've already spent a lot of time in here, though, so I don't expect you to do anything else because I thank you for coming. But anyway, John, I appreciate you. And
Hey, no
thank you very much for coming in. And it's very helpful. I don't know how bored you get, but it's really helpful when you're there because I can find out like the Prusa thing. You know, I was able to talk about that. I wouldn't have seen that comment for a long time. And then like yesterday is a prime example. And because I didn't realize that I wasn't showing my Cura screen, and I was going off and talking about Cura for 10 minutes and y'all weren't even seeing the screen. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Dave, thank for coming in. Michael McCarville, if you're still here. Who else came in? Lee, thank you, Lee, for coming. If you're watching in replay, thank you for doing that. I appreciate you supporting the channel. And if you're interested in learning how to 3D print, check in the description. If you're familiar with my work, check in the description. I'd appreciate a recommendation. And I hope to stream again tomorrow, if possible. Tomorrow is Saturday. Maybe I won't. We'll just have to see. Maybe, though, in the afternoon or something. I'll check around and see if you're busy, John, and we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, sounds good.
But thank y'all for coming in today. I think that we might have been successful. And it's going to be tough for me to know until, you know, for about an hour. and then I'll maybe I'll do an update short or something like that. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you very much, John. Dave, I appreciate you spending all the time in here today. And thank you, Lee and Michael, for coming. Y'all have a good one.
Take care, everybody.